Hello, everyone. First of all, thank you very much for joining this webinar. So, myself, Mitesh, I am handling the analytics practice for Evosys, and I have my colleague from Oracle, Osama, with me. So, today we will discuss about the Oracle Autonomous Data Warehouse and its analytics, how it can help business, how it will ease the day-to-day transaction of a business, and how easy it is to maintain. So first, Osama will start with the product introduction, and then I'll take it over and I'll take it through the live demo, and then we will have a question and answer. Over to you, Osama.
Thanks, Mitesh. Welcome, everyone. My name is Osama Ahmad. I am a cloud platform business development leader in Oracle Middle East and Africa. And I focus on data management and Oracle Cloud Infrastructure. Over the next 15 minutes or so, I'll be giving you an overview on how the Oracle Autonomous Data Warehouse can help you gain more value from your data. So first of all, it's actually worth mentioning that data is the most valuable asset. I think this is kind of clear to most people nowadays. And in fact, The Economist magazine back in May of 2017, in their edition, they actually made the declaration that data is now the most valuable asset and that it's displacing oil in that regard. And it's not just The Economist, but also other industry analysts, kind of concur with that. So the likes of IDC, they as well predict that by 2020 that organizations that analyze all their relevant data and deliver actionable information out of it, they will be able to achieve an extra business benefit, the equivalent of $430 billion over other organizations that are not data-driven. As well, McKinsey, in one of their reports, they actually revealed that organizations that are data-driven, they are 23 times more likely to acquire new customers. They are 6 times more likely to retain the customers. And as a result, they are 19 times more likely to be more profitable. So what the organizations do in order to gain the insight into the data? They turn to their analytics systems, the likes of the data warehouse, the data mart. But the problem for many organizations is that their existing data warehouse and data mart systems, they are sitting on legacy and outdated technology that has been around for several decades now. And as a result, these organizations are facing serious challenges when it comes to supporting and maintaining their data warehouse systems. And there has been some research out there, such as the CIO research, that highlights what are the top challenges that many organizations are facing. So on the top of the list, there is the fact that data warehouses requires extensive manual involvement in most cases. As well, the data warehouses are becoming too complex, which means that it's really hard to make changes to them. It's really hard to fulfill new requirements. They can also be too costly. And finally, they can be too slow, so the performance might not be good enough. The workloads, analytics workloads, and the reports, they take too long to finish. And the insights, as a result, can be delayed to be delivered to the decision makers. So what is the solution to that? We at Oracle believe that the solution to overcome most of these challenges, or actually all of them, is to have a modern data warehouse architecture. An architecture that enables organizations to integrate data from any source in any format, whether we're talking about structured, semi-structured, or unstructured data, to be able to store it, manage it, analyze it, visualize the results of the analysis, and deliver data rapidly, deliver the actionable insight rapidly to all the users that they require it, whether we are talking about line of business leaders or whether we are talking about IT users or analysts and so on. And we at Oracle, we deliver all the capabilities that are required to implement such an architecture, including in the cloud today. So we provide end-to-end cloud services that enables you to implement such a modern data warehouse architecture. And the centerpiece of it today is the Autonomous Data Warehouse Cloud. Now, the Autonomous Data Warehouse Cloud has a number of core value pillars. It is easy, it is fast, and it is elastic, and I'm going to explain to you what we mean by that. So first of all, when we say that the Autonomous Data Warehouse is easy, we mean first that it's very easy and simple process to actually provision a new Autonomous Data Warehouse instance. All what it takes users to do is to go through very few clicks, submit a few pieces of information, and once they hit the Create Database button, it only takes few minutes for them to get a new Autonomous Data Warehouse instance that they can log on to, they can create tables, load data, and start querying it. And from that point forward, the Autonomous Data Warehouse database will be self-driving, meaning that the customers don't have to worry about patching and upgrading. This will actually happen automatically, and it will happen online. Same goes also for backup. And this will also include applying security fixes, so the database will remain protected against known vulnerabilities. All data as well will be encrypted automatically, whether it's at rest or in transit, which means that overall that the database will protect the data against external attacks as well as internal malicious users. It's also self-repairing, so it has built-in fault tolerance capabilities. So no failure of a single component can take the service down. It becomes or continues to be available. And even when such failures happen, it will automatically recover from them. So it is simple and easy to use, to provision, to manage and run. In addition to that, the Autonomous Data Warehouse, at the end of the day, it's like a regular Oracle database instance. You can connect to it using SQLnet, using JDBC, ODBC, and OCI, and you can also run SQL queries in it. You can run SQL statements, the ones that you are used to. And because of that, it supports a wide range of Oracle and third-party integration and analytics tools that you can use with it. However, if you are working on projects and you require new capabilities around the integration or around the analytics, we as well can provide you with capabilities that can work very well with the Autonomous Data Warehouse Cloud. So on the integration side, we can provide data integration platform cloud, which using plug-and-play connectors can enable you to easily load and integrate data from a variety of sources in various formats. And we also have the Oracle Analytics Cloud that has very powerful analytics and visualization features that helps you to rapidly uncover insight into data. So that's on the easy part. Now, with regard to the fast part, the Oracle Autonomous Data Warehouse offers superior performance for analytics kinds of workloads. And there are two main reasons for this. So first of all, the Autonomous Data Warehouse Cloud runs on top of Oracle Exadata. And all Oracle customers know what this is. It's an engineered system with prepackaged hardware and software that has been pre-integrated and pre-optimized in order to deliver the highest levels of availability, security, as well as performance. So it can offer superior experience in terms of performance for Oracle database workloads. So that's the first one. The second one as well is that the database is self-tuning. So it will automatically monitor the utilization of the resources and make necessary adjustments internally in order to continue to deliver the best performance possible. And the third attribute is that the Autonomous Data Warehouse Cloud is also elastic. So it enables customers to instantly and independently scale up or down their compute and storage resources. They can do it at a fine grain level, so they can do it one OCPU at a time or 1 terabyte at a time, and the changes will happen online. So there is no need for you to take downtime or a maintenance window. So as well, these changes, once you actually initiate them, it only takes a few minutes for them to take effect. And soon we are going to also have the feature of auto-scaling, which means that you can choose to have an instance working in auto-scaling mode. So the instance will automatically scale up or down the compute resources as required based on the workload conditions. And this actually feature or this attribute of the autonomous data warehouse is really very convenient, especially in data warehouse and data marts environment, because in most cases we will have normal workload conditions where we require a limited number of compute resources, and then all of a sudden towards end of the day, week, month, or quarter, we get a spike in the workload where we need to add more resources. So with Autonomous Data Warehouse, you can do that very easily. You can initially provision the resources that you require for normal conditions, and then once you have these spikes in the workloads, you can scale up the resources. And after they are done, you can scale them down. And along the way, you only pay for the resources that they use. Okay, so what are the benefits of these attributes to our customers? First of all, it helps them significantly reduce the cost, because the database is so easy to manage. It is self-driving and self-managing. Because of that, there is very little need for human labor in order to maintain the database. And as a result, the admin cost can be reduced by up to 80%. And because the database is also elastic and you pay for what you use, you can also save on the runtime cost by up to 70%. So overall, when it comes to total cost of ownership, you can achieve something close to 50% reduction over a period of 3 to 5 years. In addition, the Autonomous Data Warehouse will help with reducing the risks as well, because it applies security fixes automatically, because data is encrypted, because it has secured configuration out of the box based on best practices. This way, it actually keeps the data secure from security breaches, as well, because it also has self-repairing capabilities and embedded fault tolerance. It will also deliver high availability to you based on the SLAs that are assigned to this service. So this helps protect your reputation from damages that can result from downtime as well. And the third benefit is that it helps organizations focus on innovation. So because they're valuable resources, they are no longer required to spend so much time on manual maintenance or repetitive maintenance tasks. They can actually get or provide more focus on higher value tasks, on the initiatives that are more important to the organization. And in terms of the use cases for Autonomous Data Warehouse, we have 3 key ones. So the first one is around data marts and data warehouses. So whether you are planning on having a new data mart or you have an existing one, so Autonomous Data Warehouse can be a good fit. So if you are planning on having a new data warehouse or a new data mart, then it makes sense to consider Autonomous Data Warehouse for that implementation, because you can save on the time and the resources that are required in order to maintain the database, to provision it and manage it. You can get a new Autonomous Data Warehouse instance provisioned to you and available for use for load and go in just a few minutes, and then you can focus on loading the data, on querying the data, on running the analysis. Also, if you have an existing data mart or data warehouse today and you are facing a lot of challenges with maintaining the platform, there are a lot of manual tasks. IT is kind of overburdened by that. Or if it's taking too long to deliver the insight, the projects are always delayed, then you can actually also consider moving to data mart. The second use case is around sandboxes for data scientists. So data scientists typically, they run a lot of small projects where they load data and they run algorithms on top of it in order to gain deep insight into the patterns, trends, and anomalies. And the Autonomous Data Warehouse can be very convenient in that regard, because they can get new environments available to them in only a few minutes. And as a bonus, they have also embedded machine learning algorithms in the database that they can also utilize to gain the deep insight and to create analytical models on top of historical data that they can use later on to make predictions on live data. And the third one is around integration with data lakes. So you can use Autonomous Data Warehouse as part of a big data lake kind of solution in order to be able to blend data from enterprise systems, from business, from operational business systems with data that's coming from big data sources. And because the Autonomous Data Warehouse has been around for 1 year, it actually became available in early March of 2018. By now, we had actually globally a good number of customers who have tried and implemented Autonomous Data Warehouse Cloud. And some of them have actually come forward with public testimonials on the benefits that Autonomous Data Warehouse provided to them around reducing risk, accelerating innovation, and lowering costs, the likes of Hertz, the likes of QMP, Accenture, and Data Intensity, and many others. So now if you feel interested in knowing more about the Oracle Autonomous Data Warehouse, you can find more information on our public website, www.oracle.com, or on cloud.oracle.com. And if you are a technical person and you'd like to know more technical information about it, you can go to our documentation site and you can find the documentation there. And another option that you have available for you is to actually try the service for yourself. So you can go to cloud.oracle.com/try it. You can sign up for free, and you will get the equivalent of $300 of cloud credits that you can use towards consuming a wide range of Oracle Cloud services over a period of 30 days, which can include Autonomous Data Warehouse. Depending on your use case, you might be able to use also Data Integration Platform Cloud, or you can use the Oracle Analytics Cloud, and then you can load your own data. You can run the queries, do the analysis on top of it to find out for yourself how Autonomous Data Warehouse and the other services can be beneficial to you. So in conclusion, the Oracle Autonomous Data Warehouse is the centerpiece of a modern data warehouse architecture that enables organizations to integrate data from all kinds of sources in all kinds of formats and deliver rapid insight into this data to all the users and stakeholders who require it in order to make decisions and drive things forward. So back to you, Mitesh.
Thanks, Osama. So now we will see the key challenges that we are having in the current system, how we can solve those problems, what should be the solution architecture. We will also see one of the use cases that we have implemented at one of our clients, and then we will see the live demo. And after that, we can take questions. So these are the current issues that many industries are facing right now. So some of the common challenges like manual interventions, because there are so many resources are involved. There are so many gaps in the processes. So for example, taking backup, restoring it, creating new infrastructure, it requires so much manual work, and there are dependencies on resources to complete it. There is lack of machine learning usage. So with the kind of environment that we are having currently, it has very few features of machine learning, and Autonomous comes with inbuilt machine learning, so the user can use it and they can have benefits out of it. The current process is lengthy and cumbersome. It takes so much time. Sometimes it also affects business. The scalability takes time. So as we know, any implementation of new hardware or new software, if you want to scale up or scale down the system, it will take time. And sometimes we require a downtime of a week. So these are the challenges that business is having currently. And to overcome that, we are proposing Oracle Autonomous Data Warehouse. So the reason behind that is self-driving. So as Osama has mentioned, it is fully managed cloud service. It is auto upgrading. Oracle applies patches automatically. They make it up to date all the time. It is self-securing. It always runs on the latest patches of security. It uses TSL encryption code while transferring and retrieving data. It is self-repairing, so in terms of any disaster, it has inbuilt high availability system. So it will not give you any downtime in case of disaster also, and it will repair itself automatically. It is fully elastic, so yes, the scalability is just a matter of few clicks. We will see in the demo how it can be done and how easy it is. Data access, so there are various methods to access the data. One of the method is through SQL developer. There is also methods available through a web browser, so one can log into the web browser and access it through admin tools. The other offering is related to the insights, which is autonomous analytics. So once we have the data, we need insight out of it. And Oracle provides analytics by using Oracle Autonomous Analytics. So the values that it brings, it's self-service. So if user is having any data with it, and if he or she wants to upload it and do some quick analysis, he can directly do. So user can upload data without any technical help. He can connect to any data sources and he can do some reporting out of it. It is collaborative, so it has visual stories feature, it has what if analysis, so once you find out any insights and if user wants to share it across the organization, so it has that capabilities. So user can share any insights, any KPIs to the organization. It is flexible again to scale up or scale down. It is a matter of a few clicks. Taking backup, deploying it is a very easy task, and it has enterprise class level of features, which are interactive dashboards. It is very easy to build a semantic business layer to define complex formula. It has advanced analytics which enable users to use machine learning and get insights like forecast or trend line. So in nutshell, it's a complete package to have insights at enterprise level. This is the ideal solution architecture for analytics and IDW. So you can see that at the left-hand side, it can connect to various variety of source systems. So may it be Oracle, MS SQL Server, Postgre, Amazon Redshift, or flat files. It can connect to like many types of source systems. And Oracle also provides a couple of tools which can help you in migrating the on-premise data to cloud. So, and in terms of regular uploads where we are talking about incremental load, it also enables you to automate it. It enables you to schedule it on a particular time on a daily basis. So once we have the data on cloud, we can deploy analytics on top of it, and Oracle Analytics Cloud can directly connect to ADW and provide you reports. So this is the case study. So as a Evosys, we have more than 50 analytics clients. This Tapu group, we have recently went live with them. So they are having retail business in place. So they were owning so many stores in a region. And they are selling variety of products like fashion, FN, foods, sports shoe and all. So what they wanted a profitability at the product level, and they also wanted a smart inventory, so where they can manage the inventory in a smarter way. So what we have done over there, we have implemented a machine learning algorithm over there, which can suggest them. So for example, if there is an item called shirt, and that shirt is not being sold at store 1, but the same kind of shirt is being sold at store 2 in a very fast manner, and they will need a new inventory. So our machine learning algorithm is capable enough to suggest them they should move some of the shirts from store 1 to store 2, and that is how they can manage inventory in a smarter manner. So the solution has brought their operational costs down up to 20%, and their inventory, stock in inventory, got reduced significantly. These are some screenshots from the solution. So apart from this, we have solutions around healthcare, around hotel industries, around FMCG, airline, and construction also. So in these solutions, we have used machine learning, and we have bring the insights which can help business directly. Moving towards the demo, so I'll just share my screen for the demo. Yes, so this is the home screen of Oracle Data Warehouse. So here there are options available like restoring the backup. So as we know that Oracle takes automatic backup at any point of time. If we want to restore it, we can select the backup from the list, and we can directly click on restore. Then Oracle will get restored automatically. In terms of scaling up and down, so we have an option of scale up and scale down, and we can scale it up by increasing the core CPU count, and we can also increase the data size. So it's up to us how much core and how many CPUs we require for our data warehouse. So let's say if I want to scale it down to 3, and I'll just say update. We can see that the scaling is in progress, but I can still access the system. I can still query it. So there is no downtime required for scaling up or scaling down the system. In terms of access, Oracle provides 3 types of connectivity: high, medium, and low. So based on our priority, we can give a particular type of connectivity to the users. So for example, if we are providing report connectivity to the CXO level users and we want to give them high level performance and we want to take that on a priority, we can give them high type of connectivity. So here I have a table which is having 30 million rows in count. So what I am doing, I am firing a simple query. I want to count the number of customers by city and region. And you can see that I am getting data in 0.2 seconds. Similarly, if I fire the same query through low bandwidth, I am getting in 0.44. So the difference is not that much, but still, the kind of resources which are getting utilized with each bandwidth are different. Now, if I go to the dashboard, so this is my dashboard where the user can come and see the reports. So here Oracle Analytics provides varieties of charts, graphs, and varieties of way to visualize data. So currently what we have is sales by region, sales trend. Then we have top products sold in promotion, via internet, via no promotion. So and the above that year, region, these are filters. So if I want to give flexibility to my users to slice and dice down the data, they can very well do it. These filters are configurable. You can add as many filters as you want over here. And if I select 2001, the data will be filtered out accordingly. Now we also have a use case for machine learning. So here we have a tab around advanced analytics. So in advanced analytics, what we have done, we have developed machine learning algorithms to identify the outliers and forecast and trend line. So here you can see that these are the products which are kind of a different behaviors, because the number of quantity which is getting sold on a lower side, but it is generating more revenue. So there must be some problems over here. So this we find the outliers. Here we have the forecast. So based on the historical data, we can see what kind of result we can achieve in the future, and we have the trend line. So here you can see the trend line, how the trend is going over the period, so that you can take a business decision. Now this is all about from an end user perspective. This is what end user can see, but it is also easy to create any reports. So if I want to create new report, I can go to new analysis. I can select any subject area. Subject area is nothing but a logical bifurcation of my data. So here we have the different columns available with me. So you just need to select the number of columns that you want to use for report, and you need to go to result. So you can see that the results are coming. If you want to add any type of new chart, then there are various types of charts are available. You just need to select the right type of chart, and you can have it with you. So this is how easy it is to create new reports, create new analysis from a user side. Again, there are many features which are available. You can upload, user can upload its own data, user can play around with it, user can create workflow. But because of the restriction of time, we are not taking it right now. And so this is it from my side. This is how easy it is to use the system, scale up, scale down, and the analytics part. It is easy to create new reports. It is easy to create new insights. So now we will go to question and answer. So you can type your questions into questions board. So we have many questions with us. We will take it one by one. So there is one question: is it available on premise? So no, it is available on cloud only. There is no on-premise offering available for this product.
Yeah, I'd like to just add some details to this question. So there is a reason why it's not available on premise and it's only available in the cloud. It is because for us to deliver the autonomous data warehouse cloud with the kind of attributes that I described in my part of the presentation, we needed to implement automation at all different layers. So this included automation the infrastructure, automation within the database, and also automation of database operations within the cloud center in the Oracle Cloud. Now, having said that, yes, it's not going to be available on-premise. It's only available in the Oracle Cloud and in the public cloud today. But it's on our roadmap. At some point in time, we are going to have the autonomous database and the Oracle Autonomous Data Warehouse available on cloud at customers. So that's, for those who are not familiar with, this is, you can consider it as an Oracle cloud infrastructure that is deployed in the customer's data center. So you get the infrastructure deployed in your data center, but you will be consuming Oracle Cloud services there. So in essence, it's only available in the cloud, but in terms of the where it physically might be located, today it's only available in the public cloud. Sometime down the road, there is the option to have it in your data center.
There is one more question: what databases it supports? So it covers a variety of databases, as we have mentioned. So the kind of MS SQL Server, DB2, Postgres, Amazon Redshift. So I think it covers all the databases which are available, and we can integrate those with Oracle ADW.
And just to clarify here, I mean, just in case there is any kind of confusion around it, the Oracle Autonomous Data Warehouse, at the end of the day, is an Oracle database, at its core. So it is an Oracle database. It's running on top of Oracle Exadata infrastructure. It is just that it has been optimized to run complex analytics workloads or workloads like the kinds of the ones you find on a data warehouse, a data mart, machine learning workloads, and also, as I mentioned earlier, it can also be integrated with a big data kind of solution. But in terms of integration, in terms of analytics, obviously, you can use Oracle services against it, such as Data Integration Platform Cloud or the Oracle Analytics Cloud. But we also support some third-party tools as well, and both integration tools and analytics tools, the likes of Informatica, the likes of Tableau, the likes of MicroStrategy. And I believe I saw a question there also about Cognos. So that's also supported as per our support matrix. And in fact, this support matrix is also available publicly. So if you go to cloud.oracle.com, you pick the Autonomous Data Warehouse from there, you click on Learn More, and then click in Tools, and then you will see the full compatibility list that we have for Autonomous Data Warehouse Cloud. Now, the other services that are part of what I described as the modern data warehouse architecture, the likes of the Data Integration Platform Cloud and the likes of the Oracle Analytics Cloud, yes, these can also work with other third-party systems as well.
Yeah, there is a question regarding the data size, how the large data can be uploaded to cloud using ODI or ICS. So yes, we propose ODI, Data Integration Platform, to migrate the large data set to cloud. There are various methods available, but what we propose is ODI. So Osama, there is a question regarding data privacy. Would you like to take that?
Yeah, I'm just scrolling through it. So I don't see it yet. So what does exactly it say?
So it says that how about the data privacy?
So I'm not sure about the data privacy. What actually exactly is being referred to here. I gonna address it from more than one angle. So first of all, just to reiterate, the data itself on the Oracle platform in the cloud is protected in the sense that it's encrypted, regardless of whether it's transit or whether it's at rest. Which means that if, for whatever imaginable reason, someone makes access to the data files from outside the database, they will not be able to actually make sense of that data at all. As well, as I said, we actually apply patches to the database automatically, so it remains protected against security vulnerabilities, and the data remains to be protected. Down the road, it's a roadmap item. We are also going to have the database vault supported with the Autonomous Data Warehouse Cloud, which kind of prevents the DBAs from gaining access to users' data. Now, one important thing is that it still remains the customer's responsibility to manage the information security, meaning that it's up to the customer to figure out what applications and what users require access to any particular data, and they control that, and they should actually be doing this to make sure that privileges are only granted to these users and these applications that require access to the data. This is goes along the same lines as what it is today with the security in the Oracle database. Okay. Now, in case of moving to the cloud as well, depending on the sensitivity of the data that you have, the kind of use case that you have, you can mask the data before you migrate it. And also another feature that's available with the Autonomous Data Warehouse is data redaction. So you can, kind of hide certain, fields or parts of data fields, when they get accessed by applications. So do you see any other questions that we should answer now?
So there is a question regarding industry. Which industry can it support? So it can support any industry. There is no limitation in terms of what industry can it be on. It can be deployed on. So as I mentioned earlier, we have use cases around telecom, healthcare, FMCG. So it can support any industry. It's just a data storage platform where you can store your data and where you can create your insights. How to ETL data? So there are various techniques to extract, transform, and load the data. So ETL is just a concept to take that particular concept into effect. There are various tools available. So yes, Oracle has a couple of tools around that. We can use those tools to develop ETL. So there is one question, Osama. If there is a virus problem, is it protected by Oracle or the customer? I think it is protected by Oracle, right?
Anything on the back end, of course, is protected by us. We have a complete, a full security scheme in order to actually protect our Oracle Cloud infrastructure, as well as the autonomous data warehouse that's running on top of it. Of course, I mean, this doesn't extend to virus protection on your client, or on the customer's laptop. So if you are using your laptop in order to access the database and connect to it, then that, of course, machine remains the responsibility of the customer to make sure that it's protected. But in terms on the back end, Oracle will take care of all the security measures in order to make sure that the data will remain protected.
So there is a question regarding how the system can help in construction industry. So yeah, construction industry is dealing with huge amount of data because they are having multiple systems in place, one for supplier, one maybe for operations, one maybe for projects and all. So we can gather data from all the systems and can upload it to cloud in Autonomous Data Warehouse. From Autonomous Data Warehouse, we have created a couple of dashboard analytics which can help business to take key decisions. So one of the dashboard or analytics that we have developed is Supplier 360. So in this, the business user can see the 360-degree view of supplier. So if they want to procure any item, if they are procuring any item from multiple suppliers, they can see the pros and cons by each supplier, from which supplier they should use, they should order the item. What is the probable money they are going to save by doing so? So those kind of use cases we have developed, and yeah, and you can also track your project by using analytics. So there are various analytics available. We can discuss that for sure. There is a question how we can assign roles to stakeholders. So there are various roles available in the system. You can assign roles to stakeholders as per their need. So you can have a read or write role. You can have just view role. In terms of analytics, you can give privilege to create reports, to upload data. So there are ways. So it's configurable. You can create new roles. You can configure it by your requirement, as per your requirement. Can we use other BI platform for building dashboard? Yes, definitely. ADW is supported by other platform also. So you can use other analytics tool to create dashboards. So, Osama, there is a question, what about the backward compatibility in case of software upgrade made by Oracle?
Okay, so I guess this is referring to the fact that the database will be patched automatically. So it's yeah. First of all, it's the database itself, of course, will be running the latest release. So today it's 18C, soon it's going to be 19C. So in case there is a patch upgrade, first of all, I would like to emphasize that Oracle extensively will be testing these patches and rolling them out and monitoring everything that happens around them. If there are any issues that happen with the customers, then at that point they can actually contact support. And at that point, support will take the required action in order to help or fix this problem for them. Now, in the case of mission-critical applications or systems, this could be, for example, data warehouses, that are considered enterprise data warehouse systems. Where the customer would like to do more validation from their end before they actually move their production instance into a new with a new patch. And this, we will have an option for them to actually do something similar to this when we roll out a deployment option, which we call the dedicated Exadata cloud infrastructure of Autonomous Data Warehouse. So Autonomous Data Warehouse will have two deployment options. One is what we call the serverless, which is the one that we have today. There is going to be another one which we call dedicated infrastructure. With dedicated infrastructure, customers will get their own dedicated piece of hardware that is dedicated to them, that is not shared with any other tenancies in the Oracle data center. That includes the service, the storage, and the physical network. And along with that, we will offer them, more control. So they can choose to delay the application of certain patches for a certain amount of time, so they can allow the patches to be first applied on a development and test before they actually get applied in production. So we'll be giving them some more control around that. I can also tell you, I will not be able to reveal this information right now, but there are also some new features that our product development and product management are working on in order to enable our customers to do some preview testing on the patches before it become available. This is kind of work in progress right now.
Can we take export backup on-premise? So it's basically, can we take backup at on-premise?
So in terms of backup, so the standard backup that's done for the Oracle database, that remains in the cloud. But of course, yes, you can do not the regular export, but I would say data pump export, and then you can take the file and download it to your on-premise.
So will there be any UAT or test environment apart from production? So I think it's up to you how many instances you want to create as per your credits, and it's up to the strategy that you have in your organizations to build a solution. So Osama, can you please throw some more light on the UC so that they can understand the number of instances that they can create?
So this is so managing the life cycle is on the different environments. It's still doable, and it's still under the control of the customer. So they can create multiple instances. Some that they can use for dev and test, some of that they can use for production, of course, and they can use each instance for their own need. And in fact, the Autonomous Data Warehouse and Autonomous Database in general, it's actually a great service for developers because they can create new instances as part of their development project very quickly, and they can discard them when they are no longer needed. And yes, they can create other instances that can be used for user acceptance testing, for staging testing, and for production as well, and they can manage them from their side accordingly in terms of what they use each database for.
There is a question, should we summarize data on upload? No, there is no requirement, or there is you can upload your raw data directly. You can upload all the transactions if you want. So it's totally up to the business requirement how you want to create your data warehouse and store it into the cloud. So there is no standard rule, where the summarization of data is needed. Are there any limitations on database features or functions in Oracle Autonomous Database? So no, it's Oracle database only. So all the functions and features that we are getting are on premise in terms of loading data, retrieving it, creating tables. So all those features are available.
There are also, just to clarify on this, so it's all available online. When you go to the documentations, there are sections that explain to you any limitations that exist today with the autonomous data warehouse and autonomous transaction processing, which is the other version of autonomous database. So there are some, for example, legacy features that we don't have anymore. For example, the Java, for example, code, you cannot run it in the database at this point. Also, there are some features that initially are not available or were not available today, but soon will be available, such, for example, spatial and graph. So spatial and graph is not available yet, but maybe in a few weeks, that option will become available. And all this because this is kind of a new kind of service that we kind of rolled to our customers. So initially there are some features that we held back, and we are gradually rolling out these features. So if you want to be up to date on that, just make sure to check the Oracle documentation.
So there is a question regarding machine learning, how it will help in improving the business. So machine learning is a technique, which so it uses data science, and in machine learning we can build algorithm using the available data. So one simple example is if a business is having the historical data, the historical sales transactions, and if they want to have a forecast on the upcoming season, whether it is going to, whether they will require more resources to cater the demand, whether they will require more investment in terms of doing marketing and so those kind of things we can find out with the available data. So there are many use cases around machine learning. It can be vertical wise, it can be domain wise. So this is how it can help the business. It can actually give you extra hand to business to take a decision. How much data it can allow? So you can upload as many data as you want. You just need to scale your system as per your need. You need to increase the data size of your instance as per your requirement. What is the minimum compute required? One compute require minimum for Oracle Autonomous Data Warehouse. So I think this is it. Thank you people for joining and hearing us out on today's topic. Thank you for your time. Do contact us in terms of any, if you need more information on the subject. We are happy to help you. Thank you very much. And we will also get back to you through questions. We will send you emails so you can give us your feedback, and you can give us your requirement. We will try to address it as soon as possible. Thank you very much.